Okay, this is my haul from the first day at the National in Cleveland. Uh, I got a lot today because it wasn't that busy. I won't get nearly this the rest of the time. Pretty much everything that some of the things that I wanted to get, and they do a redemption for Tops and Panini. And since it wasn't that crowded today, I went ahead and picked up the boxes and everything and got those redemptions because the only way you can get these cards are at the National. And everybody's running for them. Somebody's already got an Otani autograph, things like that. But uh, blowout cards, where I buy a lot of my cards online, they were doing a special where you bought these t-shirts for an X amount of dollars, and you got a package, an envelope inside like that told you like what you won. And out of one of the t-shirts, I won 3 boxes of Rookie Stars 2013. Out of another box, I won 2 boxes of Revolution 2016-17, which the guy that runs Blowout Cards was excited because he named some basketball player I didn't really know, so I'm not big into basketball anymore. And I won that Topps Authentic Autograph Baseball. I know what it is. I'm not going to reveal it yet. I'll do that when I go home and do a reveal video when I open up a lot of these boxes. Some I'll open up here because the guy at the Blowout Cards wanted to know what I had. So some of them I will do, but the bigger ones, like the Chrome Tier 1, I won't do those. The basketball I'll probably do, USA Baseball. I don't know if I'll do all 3 of the football. And the variant, Vertex, I'll keep when I get home. And now this right here, you might recognize some of the videos I do. And it's actually 3 cards in there from their living set that they had selling today. Nothing special, they just had them there. So, and it was a few dollars cheaper than getting them online. So, and I bought this lot of Harper's. I had a ton of Harper cards, ones I've never seen. And like I said, right here is one from the 2017 National that you can only get from the National. The prices on the cards are not what I paid for them. He gave me a good deal on them, so I picked those 7 up. And that's about it. Thanks. Bye. My pickups from the second day. Ozzie Smith, Andre Dawson, Eddie Murray. Also got this Dale Murphy. Day 3 after the National. Looks like a lot, but really it's not. Got picked up a lot of singles of cards, of personal collection cards I like. People, Frank Thomas's, no Griffey's, but like Dansby Swanson, Conforto, Wilmer Forey's, Trey Turner, Syndergaard. I really like Swanson after watching him play for Vanderbilt those seasons against Virginia in the College World Series. Got a couple of Bryce Harpers too that I didn't have, and some Buster Posies, which I like, but my nephew really likes him, so I kind of like him because of that. And then I picked up a couple of new boxes. Optic 2018 Stadium Club, and Topps was still giving out redemption, so I picked up a pack of that, see if I get something else in there pretty good. But baseball card exchange, old cards 83 Fleer, 82 Fleer, 85 Don Ross. Not a lot of money. I just like to pop them and just relive my early teens, preteen days of collecting. And I got that for signing up for a break, not into the break, but to join their mailing list. And then today I did get two autographs from people. I got what I get Greg Jeffries. I went blank. Greg Jeffries, which was a great prospect for the Mets, but had a long, good career. Was a All-Star a couple times, but not with the Mets. And then Darryl Strawberry, and I got his Cy Young. I mean, his Cy Young, his Rookie of the Year on the side there. And that was really exciting, being a Mets fan and getting some old school Mets. I picked up this Pete Rose. Sorry, I bet on baseball ball auto. And then this Adam Thielen for the Vikings. I really like his story, and when I saw that autograph with that inscription on it, underrated to unstoppable, I had to get it. It was just, I love that story he has. If you don't know it, look it up. It's a really good story, really good story. All right. And that's from day 3 at the National. All right. Day 4 at the National pickup. We got an autograph baseball jersey that I don't know what it is yet. I'll probably open that before I leave so it'll fit in my suitcase. So I'll show you that in another video. And this was a national exclusive. We only had 100 of these boxes to sell. This was the reason why I went today, was to see, I always wait on Sunday to get the big purchases. A lot of times they will cut their prices a little bit, and there were some, but with eBay now, most people have eBay stores, so they're selling them at the same time on eBay, so won't a lot of price catching. Now I got this one for that man right there, Gary Carter. I'll leave that package together. And then I got a box of 1989 Upper Deck high cards. So I'll probably open that when I get home for fun. And then Inception, got a box of that. They marked that down a little bit today. And then they had these gold packs out. I did not see them the other days. I don't know. They just got them. Probably had a party last night where they gave them out to the vendors. I know there was a party here in my building because they were jamming until late at night. I'm old now, so it wasn't very pleasing to me. And then I said before, I love the 70s cards, so I picked up some personal cards for me that I really like from players in the 70s. I'll show you more later. Hello, how we're doing today? I just wanted to take a little time to share some of the stuff I got from this past weekend at the National in Cleveland. I had a very good weekend. Some things about the show. This is my third one. The 2 previous ones were in Chicago. I went to this year was in Cleveland. It's about the same setup. Cleveland was a little bit more bigger space, it felt like. Setup was a lot easier to move around, a little bit more area. As especially for seating, which I really needed this time because I was having some knee issues, which I'm still having. So I couldn't walk around like I usually can. I could only stand up for short periods of time and go sit down, so that was nice. But it just didn't have the same energy, and I think it was because it was a bigger venue. What it felt like, it just didn't have the same energy, especially Thursday and Friday. It was just kind of bland. Saturday, Tops started doing a lot of stuff with kids, picking it up, and the autograph area was not as hype as what it's been in years past, and I don't really know why. It just seemed like a lot of new people there. It's never been there before. I had explained to a lot of people how the autograph system works, which is fine because somebody had to explain it to me. And it is a process. But anyway, on with what I did get. I want to start out with just some box breaks I did in my room at night after the show. I pick up a couple of boxes just to pop them open and get a few pulls. One night I did Inception. My hit out of that was this numbered Luke Reaver 6 of 99. Then I did an optic box, which was alright, but here's a few that I got out of that. Aaron Judge, All-Star, not. I think that one might be, yeah, it is number 299. I just got an Otani. I just always share my Otanis I got. My auto on card, Tyler Wade, not numbered. Then I got a Willie Adams, which he's been hitting the ball pretty well here lately. And I don't think that one was numbered either. No, it was not. They get a Frank Thomas numbered card out of 149, which is one of my personal collectors, so I was really hyped about that. And a Manny Machado, his career keep going. I loved him with the Orioles, and hopefully he's with somebody I can still root for him with. But that's numbered as well to 199. And then I broke open a Stadium Club, and I got a Stadium Chrome card of a Hideki Matsui. And I know I got a lot of Yankees fans because I posted something earlier after I had a pretty good pull, and I'll show you that in a minute. And of course, saying that it's going to be a Yankee item. And I got an Otani out of it, which I always show the Otanis. And my autograph is AJ Minter for the Braves, not numbered. And the other autograph is Miguel Gomez for the Giants, not numbered. Both of those are rookie cards. And then I opened up a box of just 2018 Tops. Otani rookie. Short print of Acuna, which was one of the two added cards that they put at the end of it. My hit in the box, which I'm not. The only reason I bought this was to have something to open. So that, and also Tops has a redemption plan at the show, and I bought this early in the week, and that was one of the reasons why I went on Thursday instead of Friday. I usually go on Friday, but Thursday, because they usually run out. This year they didn't run out. I don't know if they planned ahead better or just wasn't as many people. Of course, it was in Cleveland the same weekend as in Canton, which is not too far away, was the Hall of Fame inductions and the Hall of Fame games. I don't know if that hurt it at all or not. But I got a Max Scherzer, not numbered, which I'm happy about. He's with the Nats. I like the Nats, so Max Scherzer. And speaking more on the redemption program, Panini has the same type of thing. So if you buy certain boxes of their product, which I didn't really like because they wasn't the
best stuff that they had, and it wasn't necessarily 2018 stuff. They kind of pushed you to buy stuff, but they gave out more cards for your purchases. But I went with one of their higher end products, a Vertex product, and this first card that I got out of it was I was pretty happy with. It's Troy Aikman uh, materials card. It's not numbered, but it is Troy Aikman, and I love the Cowboys. And I don't do too much football, but uh, I have some football. Marlon Mack material, not numbered. And then I have a numbered card here of Kelvin Benjamin in the Buffalo Bills jersey, and that's numbered to 5. 5 of 5. I was pretty happy with that. Hopefully, he is correct and he's got a better quarterback to getting the ball, which I don't know if 100% agree with him, but maybe he is. John Ross the third material auto, patch auto. Love those patches for the Bengals. This one is not. Oh, it is numbered to 49. Man, I love it. That's a pretty card right there. First time I've ever seen these. I don't even know if I've seen them broke online. I don't watch too much football being broke, so this is the first time I've really seen these cards. I think I might have seen it broke once, but I'm not too familiar with it. Clay Matthews numbered card to 99. And Donnell Pumphrey auto, and that was numbered to 49. And then this is a cool card, TJ Watt Steelers card, and that one is numbered to 10. Numbered to 10. And then we're going to blow through these. Again, I bought this box, or I actually bought 2 boxes of it. USA 2018 baseball. Davis Dye's button. Jeremy Ehrman. Joseph McPhee. Jeremy Eichmann. John Olsen. This is a pretty cool one. Nick Springle gold. Tanner Witt gold. Tyler Holton. Bryce Tucker. Tim Cate. And a lot of these guys are in the minors now. Bryce Terang. Now this other box I got, I buy cards from this company online called Blowout Cards. It's an online seller, warehouse, distribution center. They're actually out of Virginia. They had a promotion where you bought a t-shirt and had a ticket in it for prizes, and it was called a Mega Mix or something like that. And I bought, I believe, 4 shirts. I really don't want to tell you what the price was, but I believe I got my money out of it. I did get some nice stuff out of it, and one of it was a few boxes of what was the name of this stuff? Revolution 2016-17 basketball, which I don't buy at all. I was completely clueless opening this. I talked to the guy from there. He was telling me some big names in it, but I didn't get any of them. And I was trying to search for some of those. But anyway, Stephon Curry numbered out of 100, and there's not necessarily hits in the box, which I wasn't too happy with. 76, number 76, Henry Ellison. And that's the only 2 numbered cards I got out of 3 boxes, I think. It got a lot of alternate cards and stuff, but no names and nothing that I can really say was worth anything to even show you. The next thing was I got a half case of Rookies and Stars football. I did get pretty good with that, but we're going to go through this pretty quickly. DeAndre Hopkins rookie card. Oh, and this wasn't 2018. This was 2013 is what I won. But DeAndre Hopkins, Andre Ellington rookie card, and they're both materials. This next one I was really happy with. Le'Veon Bell rookie card. It's not a patch, it's not an auto, but it was. I haven't looked it up yet to see if it's a short print or anything like that, but it was an insert, and I thought it was pretty cool, and it's his rookie card. The new Dallas Cowboy, Tavon Austin, auto, rookie card. I don't know if that's going to do anything for me, but Brad Sorsen, rookie card, Chargers. Patterson, or Cordell Patterson, rookie card, patch auto, numbered to 25. Really love that patch on there. Really pretty card. I don't believe he's with the Vikings anymore. Michael Rivera, rookie card. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, rookie card, auto. Kind of happy with that one. Jonathan Franklin, rookie card, auto. I like this one as well, especially the area I'm living in now. It's a pretty hot card. Xavier Rhodes, auto. Zach Ertz, patch, rookie card. Pretty nice card. Aaron Dobson, rookie card, auto. Again, I wasn't. This one I was a lot more happier with getting. Stephon Taylor, rookie, patch auto. Tyler Austin again, patch auto. No auto, I mean, rookie card. Another Patterson, this time it's just an autograph. And then here's a numbered card that probably the best. I got some other numbers, but really not a player's. But this one I really did like, and it was a low number. I had a 32, Aaron Rodgers. So I thought I'd show that one. And then next is just some pickups I got. Some inserts of Bryce Harper that I picked up, and I did pick up quite a few of personal cards that I like. Some 70s cards of guys I liked in the late 70s and early 80s. I really, if you've watched some of my videos, I really like late 70s cards. 75, 74, 75, up to 82, 83. 84, 85, it kind of starts getting where they call it a junk era up until the 90s. But I still like some of those cards. I mean, that's, if everybody remembers the Team USA McGuire was 85 and stuff like that. That was, and then the Tinies I picked up. This guy had a really good setup where I bought most of these. I think he mostly does eBay, but I think he said he had a small store where he was from, and him and his wife and uncles, and they do breaks online, very small breaks, which I'm going to try to get into, and I'll talk about that in a minute. David Wright, insert patch. I got this DeGrom for next to nothing, couple bucks. Another David Wright, couple bucks. And when I was looking through, a guy was there, just popped open boxes and got this Doc Gooden. I was wearing a Mets hat because I'll tell you in a minute, I got some Mets autos, met some Mets players there, and so I was wearing my Mets stuff that day. And got that Doc Gooden. And then this was the reason, one of the big reasons why for this show, for a hunt, what I was hunting for was Bryce Harper. Let's see. I thought this was numbered. It might be. It's just probably hidden in the back. Nope, it's not numbered. That dude don't even have. It didn't even have it in a sleeve. Anyway, not too happy how that was. Oh yeah, it is. But anyway, so I got this, and it's a Tops upper class. I really love the patch on that. Oh, it is numbered out of 25. I knew it was numbered. That's why I bought it. It's a low number patch auto. I did not have one in my collection, and it was sad. So I got that. Now, and that was not cheap, but that was one of the reasons. That was the main reason why I was going. All right. So the next thing I'm going to show you is I was telling you about the Panini. The Panini, or not Panini, but Blowout was giving away stuff. Not giving away, but had a raffle where you bought the T-shirt and got a ticket. And I'm going to be opening some of this stuff up on a different video. But anyway, I got this basketball treasures, timeless treasures, and the way the guy was explaining to me, that's pretty good high-end stuff. Definite hits, and it's 2013, and supposedly it's got a lot of like draft picks from that year, and I couldn't tell you. It's basketball. I don't know who's in it. But I got 3 boxes of it, and I mean, if anybody knows more about that 2013 draft class and stuff, please. And I'll look it up before I pop them open to actually know what I'm looking at, and give you the information. And that's I just don't know basketball anymore. If anybody knows me, I at least love basketball. Now this is a big one I got too from. I got the 2 half box, the other boxes, those boxes, and then this was the 4th thing. The last thing I opened. It is an autograph Tops authenticated baseball. I know who it is. But that is something that you're going to have to watch one of my other videos when I open it, because this made my weekend. The Bryce Harper was the reason I was hunting that weekend, and to get some of the personal autos. But this right here, if you watch my videos, is something that I've been hunting for. I'm really, really ecstatic to open it. It is still sealed, and we're going to open that bad boy together, and I'm excited to do that. I probably should have left this to the end of the video, but you know, I'm excited about it. I'm going to hype it up. We might talk about it again, but we're going to open that in another video. And then I bought some Tops boxes to, well, this is another Panini. I bought a box of this Elite, which is kind of one of their higher ends. It's a college box. And it's got 5 autos in it, so I thought I'd do that in a break as well. And I got packs of cards for that. And this is some of the cards I got from Panini. Emmitt Smith, which I was happy. Woo. Nice cowboy. Darius Gucci. I don't know if that's how you say his name, but that's how I say it. And that, Nick Foles numbered card to 25. Then it's a basketball, so I can't get hype, but it's a Duke player, 49, number 49, Marvin Bagley the third. Don't call him junior. I don't know him, but Reggie Miller, number 99. And I got a bunch of them, but these are the best. I like the numbers and the hits to 25. And this is Markelly Fultz or something like that. Markelly Fultz. And I got another Markelly Fultz out of it's a select number to 10. And it doesn't say, but it was in one of those packs, and but it doesn't say national or anything, so I don't know. Now this, I got a Mets rookie, Ahmad Rosario, really happy. Bryce Hoskins. And that was these are numbered to 399, so they're not too special. But Miguel Andujar, and these were actually, some of these were out of what they called gold VIP packs, which I had to pay a little extra for. Was those? Now these were out of the regular Panini. Hunter Renfrow, Mississippi State College uniform, which I like that. That's pretty cool. And then an Otani out of them. And then a Clayton Kershaw, number to 49. Really happy with that. And then Topps was doing the same thing. But they were, you could actually buy like newer stuff with theirs. So I got some stuff that I'm going to do some breaks with. Tier 1. Topps Chrome Jumbo. Like I said, I'm going to do, these are still unopened, so I'm going to do these breaks later in another video. Gypsy Queen, I was going to open this in a room, but I packed it away and forgot I had it until I left. So I'll do, that'll be in one of the videos as well. It's an okay, it's a medium package. I'm not. Now this is usually does me well. Topps Museum collection. And now you see the plastic is off of them, off the boxes, because they cut the plastics off to prove that they gave you your packs at Topps, at the Topps booth. And then at the Topps booth, they give you packs like this. And I got 4 of them that I'm going to open in one of my videos. I'm going to do these. But I had to open up a couple just to see what they were. I was too pumped up. Chris Bryant, numbered to 5. 3 of 5. Very good card. And then this one was probably the best one I've got out of those packs. For me. Noah Syndergaard, numbered to 5. 5 of 5 auto. Thor. Not on a good team this year, but he is still the man. So I'm really ecstatic about that. And then I like vintage. I've talked about it before. I love the 80s and stuff like that. And Gary Carter is my favorite player. So there's a place called Baseball Card Exchange. They are actually online. They don't just do baseball cards, but they find old sealed boxes, verify that they've been unsearched. They really like to get sealed cases, and everything I got came out of sealed cases. So they said, but I got to go by their word, right? Actually, a vendor got busted there, and seriously, I think federal charges for things like that, lying and trying to sell bad autos. But anyway, 84 sealed. How many of y'all remember these in the 7-Elevens and grocery stores? Hanging racks where you search for your favorite players. So I got the Gary Carter and Fernando on the front. Really nobody on the back worth mentioning, but that was pretty cool. They had this for from the 70s, 60s packs. Thousands of dollars for a pack. Sealed boxes from 77, which I was really looking at, but it was just out of my price range. One day, and I wouldn't open that. That's something I would keep. Probably put it in somewhere sealed up. But these I'm going to pop open. These won't nothing crazy. 1985 Donruss, which I'm real happy to get up. That's one of my favorite ones. That's when I started really getting into collecting and had my own money to put into it. Then the next one is going to be 82 Fleer, which is another one of my favorite sets. I believe my first box of cards I ever bought was a 1982 Fleer from a candy store that me and my friends pitched in together and got a box of them, and then divvied up the packs and then traded them in the floor. And an 83 Fleer. Was gonna get 83 tops. It was just a little too pricey to buy and to open. Um, they got a lot of good rookies in 83, and they had 80s, 70s. Like I said, I was looking at a 77 box, but it was just too pricey. That's something I would buy to keep sealed. But these, nothing too crazy. And then I did get an 89 edition of Upper Deck High, the High series. So that is what stuff like that is. And I contemplate not opening it, but these are the box was not that bad. So, and what I want out of it, and I'll probably open a few packs of each one on different ones. I'll break them up. I won't open up the whole box, and talk about some of the cards and players in it. All right, and then now let's get to some autographs I picked up around the show floor. This first one, authenticated. Nice to have. Somebody made a statement that I don't need authentication, it's going in my man room. Well, my stuff goes to my man room, but what's the first question everybody asks you? Oh, is that real? Is it fake? Is it authenticated? Because nobody wants to believe what you got, man. You know, everybody hates. It's in our nature. I don't want to call it hate. Everybody wants to not be optimistic, which in this, you don't want to be. You want some. But this was, it struck me kind of funny. I bought something else that I really like from the same vendor. That's where I got my Sean Lee jersey from last year, same vendor. They're actually going to be in Chantilly in October. I'm going to try to get to it. So this is Pete Rose. Sorry, I bet on baseball. And I know quite a few people have that out there, but I didn't have it. So I think it's kind of funny. And if you talk to him, which I ran into him in a hotel room, and not a hotel lobby, and he really is. I mean, when you say something to him about Hall of Fame, he's really remorseful and he wants to get in. And I hope they don't do after he passes away. I hope his family tells the Hall of Fame to go jump off a cliff if they try to put him in at that point, because that's just not right. And then from that same vendor, which you just saw the one thing, but from the same vendor, I got this Adam Thielen auto. And me and a buddy at work were talking about how it's a great story, and he loves the Vikings. But this player is starting to be one of my favorite players in the game. And it says, in the inscription, it says underrated to unstoppable. And if you know this man's story, it's right on. And it's a great story. It's it's not one of these guy grew up from nothing or something. It's the man worked hard to get where he's at stories. So I like that. And then this is Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly, which I posted earlier. It's not in a very good package. It keeps coming open, as you can see. But it's going to go framed on the wall. And that one I got out of a box. I didn't know what I was getting. It was at Dave & Adams, which I bought quite a few stuff from. Dave & Adams is another sports card company that sells boxes, and they do a little bit more sports memorabilia than others. And they sell stuff from Hit Parade, which I think they might only deal with them too, now I think about it. But anyway, they had stuff just for the National, and it was out of box. They only had 100 jerseys, and you didn't know what you were getting. It was in a box. but it was really, from what I was hearing, nobody was getting anything bad. I mean, there was a Sandy Koufax. I think that was the big one, and it wasn't expensive. It was cheaper than getting the regular autos, so I paid it. I let the girl pick. She wasn't. She asked me which. I just told her to pick it, and she wasn't that too excited about picking it, in case it wasn't something what I wanted. But it was fine. Donnie baseball. I'm not a Yankees. I can't stand the Yankees. Do not like the Yankees. But with that being said, there are Yankees that I do like. If they play for anybody else, I would cheer for them, and that is one of them. And Jeter is probably the one other, or Dave Winfield. But you know, Jeter is and Donnie baseball. They're the two. And now what I'm going to show you at last, the stuff I got in line, pay tickets to meet these players, and get autographs. A lot of them are from late 80s or early 80s, mid 80s, late 70s. That's what I'm trying to say, to mid to late 90s or 80s. I mean, and that's when, you know, for me, that's when the biggest part of baseball. And then there was a couple of Mets there that I definitely had to get. You know, neither one of them were Hall of Famers or anything like that. But the first one, Darryl Strawberry, 83 Rookie of the Year, which I had to get that. And then the other one was Greg Jeffries. And, you know, at the show, there was people there. Why are you getting Greg Jeffries? He was such a the man played in, I think, 16 years. I mean, you can't. Not everybody can be Hall of Famer. He made the All-Star team twice. You know, he did get injured early on with the Mets, but you know, it is what it is. And he was still a Met, and I love that. Next one, Eddie Murray. He went on after Baltimore and played on a couple other teams, but he Hall of Fame 2003. Nice guy. Spoke to him for just a few minutes, but not just small chalk. The next one, Hawk. And I really wanted an Expos. But they did not have Expos mini helmets. I could have got a bigger one, which I wish I would have. It was the same price. Hall of Fame 2010. I got him in the Cubs. But from what the vendors were telling me, they're not going to make mini helmets anymore. So this was for baseball. So I'm going to have to start probably doing baseballs and pitchers and cards for autos. But which I'm not too happy. I really like the helmets. I don't know why. I just do. And then this one, I kind of got a little shaken up. Ozzie Smith. Don't like the Cardinals because I'm a Mets fan from the 80s, and if you know anything about that history, you don't like the Cardinals. But man, it's Oz. It's the Wizard of Oz, man. Baseball bunch, just look up Ozzie Smith baseball bunch with Johnny Bench. That's how I fell in love with him as a kid, and then I started following him after that. You know, as a kid, you really don't get caught up in who hates who. You really like players. And but anyway, Ozzie Smith, Hall of Fame 02. And that's this year I was getting Hall of Fame. A couple years ago I was getting nicknames. And then this next one, another not a Hall of Famer, but man, should he? I think he should. But I probably have a little bias because I got to see him play minor league ball as a little kid in near my hometown. He hit one of the longest balls I've ever seen when I was a little kid. When I say little kid, I mean 5, 6 years old. So, probably even younger than that. I just, one of those images burnt my mind, and now it's probably twice as far in my mind now as it actually happened, but still, it was larger than life. And he was very nice. He talked to me and asked me where I was from. I told him. He said, "Yeah, I used to play in Richmond." And I said, "Yeah, I used to see you in Richmond." Told him the story, and he goes, "Man, you're dating yourselves." And I was like, "Yeah." And he laughed about the Parker Field. If you know old Parker Field, man, what a dump. But it was fun to go to. It was loud. The whole place would shake. It was like a carnival atmosphere under the stands where they sold all the food and refreshments. It was just fun. The bathrooms were just dilapidated. It was just bad, but it it was such a fun atmosphere. Sometimes you kind of miss those days with the old ballparks. But Dale Murphy, old Dale, and I saw him catch. He was playing catcher then, and he got MVP in '82 and '83. Which I don't even know. He might have been a Brave then, Atlanta. He might. I think he did. I think he didn't go to Philly till '85 or '86. But anyway, yeah, he was a nice guy. And what I was doing, I was waiting late to get the autographs till they're doing last call because of my knee, and so I could just walk straight up in the line. So he took a couple of minutes to actually, once he found out I watched him play at AAA level. He chatted with me for just a few minutes, which not long seconds, that's pretty special when the guys do that. It's a long day of them autographing, even though everybody they get paid a lot, but still, I'm sure it's not the funnest thing in the world to do. But that's my collection from the 2018 National. I did, like I said, I opened up some boxes in the room. Again, man, my biggest thing is going to be this baseball. I'll post it when I go to open it. Please. This is going to be the thing right here. And the takeaways from this show was, yes, it was fun because of what I went for and got what I wanted. I spent a little bit more money than I was planning on, but not breaking the bank. It was not planned to go here. I was not planning this year to go. It was kind of a last minute thing, and it worked out just to break up the monotony of being laid up in a house. And I'm glad I went. And hopefully next year in Chicago, that energy returns that I've had before. And next year, being in Chicago, we'll go. I see myself going to that one. Jersey the year after that, I don't know. But please, if you enjoyed my video, give me a like, share it, tell your friends, family. YouTube, Big Scott 35. Twitch, Big Scott 35. Please give me a like, follow. Thank you. And have a great day, and go to your local card shops.